We want to continue our breaking news here on CBS News 24/7 Primetime. The Department of Utah Public Safety just released new images of the person of interest wanted in connection with the killing of Charlie Kirk. You're looking at them right now. Let's bring in senior crime and public safety producer Anna Schecter with more on these. So, Anna, we've been kind of looking at these newest and latest images, about 4 of them right here. What stands out to you as you're looking at each photo? And we'll show it on our screen, too.
Sure. Well, you get a better sense of the individual's build. You have a clearer picture of the shirt and the image on the shirt. You also see his shoes. You could see it's a young man, as described by the FBI this morning, college age, possibly a member of the student body or a student at a nearby school. You see this backpack. This raises questions to me. I believe all of these were taken before the shooting, prior to the shooting on campus. This is from campus surveillance footage. That is my understanding. A question comes to mind: was that gun collapsible, possibly? Could it be carried in that backpack? I don't want to speculate, but I imagine that investigators, as when they first saw this footage overnight or earlier this morning, they were probably thinking about that too. There he is, a little further away from the infrastructure of the structures in the school. He's walking down some steps by a parking lot. So when they were describing at that press conference this morning, they have good video. This is what we're talking about. These are likely frame grabs, freeze frames from that surveillance video. You see he has something in his right front pocket. It could be a large cell phone, or other device he might have used. But that's in his front pocket. You can look at what looks to be jeans. So this just gives you more of a sense of what this individual looks like. They clearly don't have him. They need the public's help. They are putting out more photos, asking the public, take a look at these. If you see anyone resembling this person that you think might be acting strangely, or if there are any clues, call in to the tip line or write into the tip line. They want the public's help, and this is, classic investigation almost 2 days out, when police start to ask the public to help them find an individual that they are looking for. And I will tell you that as often as not, the public does help. I'm thinking about Luigi Mangione, when a Good Samaritan called in from a McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and that person was right, and police approached him and they apprehended Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, and if you see here, Utah Public Safety releasing these photos, and they are asking the public to send any and all tips available. So these, as you were saying, are possibly screen grabs from videos. So where do authorities take it from here? Do they then do the facial recognition? Doesn't look like he's in too much of a hurry from what we're seeing in these screen grabs, but you can't really see the full-on straight face. But what can authorities do with this particular information from screen grabs?
Well, this is tricky because you would think that they'd be able to run this through facial recognition software, but he's wearing sunglasses. So clearly that didn't work. That didn't come up with an ID. If you're not in a database or in a system, you can't scan for it. And if you're wearing sunglasses, and even if you were in the system and you weren't wearing sunglasses when in the image that they're searching against, that poses another challenge. So it's easy for us watching this say, come on, how can you not catch the guy? It's actually very challenging detective work. And the fact that he was able to flee so quickly and evade police in those early hours that immediately gave him the upper hand. And now it's a game of catch up where he has the advantage, actually.
Okay, it looks like he's very casually dressed. Clearly, he's got jeans, a long sleeve t-shirt on, and then contents in a backpack, whatever that may be. And you're saying that you believe, even though there's not a timestamp, that these photos were taken possibly before the shooting occurred, and these are the screen grabs that we're looking at. And if you're watching right now as we stream this to you, we just got these in new photos for the public to look at, because right now the plea is from authorities that they need your help. Any tips to be phoned in, brought in, messaged in to them. They'll take anything at this point. I did talk to a former FBI agent this afternoon, Anna, and he said, you know, it really is a matter of time with all of this information and the photos that we're seeing. It's a matter of time before this person is arrested. With that said, though, right, we're still looking, and they're still looking, and they're reaching out to the public for help.
It's a question of hours or days. Putting out more photos gives viewers a sense of build, gait. You just get more of a sense of what this person looks like from the front, from the back, from different angles. They are hoping that these photos help someone else locate and identify this person. The fact that they're putting this out tells me they still need the public's help. They have not found him. They have also not regionally told people, okay, if you're in this area, be on the lookout. So it still appears to me that they do not know where this individual is, and they do not have an identification nailed down. They might be getting closer. We reported a few hours ago that they did have a name, that they believed that they knew the identity of this individual, but our reporting indicates that they have not buttoned that up 100%.
All right. Anna Schecter, thank you so much. We'll continue to show these images on CBS News 24/7 and all of our platforms, and we'll check back with you. Appreciate it. Today, President Trump called the conservative activist an inspiration to millions. The influential 31-year-old has been credited with helping the president win a second term. CBS's chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes reports on the rise of Charlie Kirk.
You guys are the beginning portion of the greatest political comeback in American history.
For more than a decade, Charlie Kirk has been the leading conservative activist, motivating young people to back Republicans.
I want Trump to be president.
Kirk burst onto the political scene in 2012, launching Turning Point USA. He was just 18 years old, with high hopes of boosting high school and college Republicans across often liberal-leaning campuses.
We need to get on the college campuses, we need to get in the classrooms and challenge the ideals that are crumbling our democracy.
The organization gained traction with its signature upbeat events centered on Christian conservative ideals. The nonprofit now boasts more than 250,000 student members. At just 26, Kirk opened the 2020 Republican National Convention.
I see the angst of young people as well as the challenges facing new parents.
4 years later, he was a leading force behind Trump's re-election, holding rallies and events to drive a wave of conservative young men to the polls.
If you say, I don't know if I could live under a Kamala Harris presidency, we need to do something about it. We need to go chase the ballots.
And while Kirk was a frequent visitor to the White House, he still embraced where he got his start, college campuses. While touring, he was known for debating liberal students, delighting in the open discussion of ideas.
Healthcare costs are exploding because we don't actually address the root cause.
He didn't always change opinions.
I care about excellence, not diversity. Because I do not believe diversity is a strength. I believe unity is a strength. I believe the pursuit of higher purposes is a strength. Does that make sense?
But he did help shape the political conversation for a new generation. Nancy Cordes, CBS News, the White House.